Stop coding full stack apps the old way. Forget days of manual backend setup, API integration, and database schema design. That's the old paradigm. What if you could build a collaborative, real-time production-ready application like this AI story generator with one single strategic prompt? The future of coding is here. Gemini AI manages everything: the Firestore database, the LLM story logic, the entire UI design process. If you want to abolish the back-end grind and prototype apps faster than you ever thought possible, stick around. To begin building our app, Chain Story AI-powered collaborative fiction story generator, we will start by visiting the Firebase Studio platform, and on the landing page to the right-hand side, we'll click on Get Started. And now to the right, we can see a history of all the apps we have built recently. And to the left-hand side, we have the dialog box to input our high-level prompt to the prototyping agent. Now I'll go straight to providing my high-level prompt for our Chain Story AI-powered collaborative fiction story generator app. So I'll begin by saying, build a real-time Christmas theme social collaborative writing app named Chain Story, and I provide theme colors, that is dark red. Then I provide the color code energetic green and fireplace orange, also providing the color code. Next up, I'll say implement a story screen where all players can see the story text grow in real time. Add option to choose from 1 to 5 players before starting game. The input rule is strict. A user can only enter 1 sentence per turn, then pass turn to the next player. After 60 seconds countdown, automatically pass turn to next player. After a story reaches 20 sentences, show a generate audio button, and I'll round up my high-level prompt saying use Cloud Firestore to archive all completed stories and generate a global dashboard on the finished stories. Add other great AI-powered features. So we give it some flexibility. After understanding what we intend to build, it can implement or propose some awesome AI features as well. And after providing my high-level prompt, I'll proceed to prototype with AI. After understanding what we intend to build, it brings us a short summary of what it will then proceed to build. So starting from the top, it provides a sample name showing Christmas Chain Story. And to proceed, it shows the various features it intends to implement, like real-time story screen, display the growing story text in real time, visible to all players. Player selection, allow users to choose between 1 to 5 players before starting the game. Turn-based input, enforce a strict input rule, only 1 sentence per turn is allowed. Countdown timer, implement a 60-second countdown timer for each turn and automatically pass the turn upon expiration. Now, AI audio generation. Upon completion of the story, generate an audio version using an AI tool that determines when and how to introduce intonation into the story. Story archiving. Archive all completed stories to a Cloud Firestore for record keeping. Global dashboard. Display stats, interesting facts, summaries about all finished stories. Mine from Cloud Firestore and analyze with generative AI. So these 3 features, audio generation, story archiving, and global dashboard, are all AI powered using Gemini API. And we have an option to add even more features, but for now we can start from this and grow from that. Style guidelines. It provides the colors it intends to use, and we have the colors are provided in my color code: the energetic green, dark red, and orange fireplace theme color. And just from the presentation of the preview, they all look good to go. And we have layout design, we have typography, and we have iconography, and it says use Christmas themed icons for a festive and cheerful atmosphere. And animation, incorporate subtle Christmas themed animations, for example falling snow, twinkling lights, to enhance the user experience without being intrusive. And for the stack, we have some more back-end features to be used, that is Gemini and GenKit to power the application. For the user interface, we have TypeScript, Next.js, Tailwind CSS, which are all industry standard. For now, we can proceed with this and later make changes. So I'll click on prototype this app. And now we let it work its magic. So it shows reasoning about main app code. And now after generating the code, it shows us it's checking the code for errors. That is, it is cross-checking itself following standard procedures. So if the code has any known errors or build structure, it can correct at once. And there we go, we have the implementation of our app, and right off the bat this looks pretty amazing. Before we go through looking at the details of what we have here, to the right hand side it shows us it appears your app needs Gemini API key. So we will need to implement a Gemini API key so that our app will be reading or using the AI powered features directly from Gemini platform. So we have an option here to either generate the key manually and input, or we can auto generate. For now I'll go with auto generate, and you can see progress it's making generating Gemini API key. Awesome. We have a status update here showing updated Gemini API key, and it goes forward to say the first iteration of your app prototype is ready. Try it out in the preview window and describe the changes you would like to make below. Want to make changes directly? Hit the code button at the top to switch to code editor, or click below. So if you intend to put some manual code, if you are good with coding manually, you can choose the option to switch to code mode and input your code manually, or you can as well click on the edit code button. So for the purpose of this video, we are doing everything from no code, so I won't be touching the code. We'll just proceed with providing our textual prompt, and now we'll proceed to check out what we have on our current screen right here. We can see the title Christmas chain story is looking almost not visible because of the color combination it has implemented here. So instead of using the dark green, which collides with the dark red, we can change it. So I'll proceed to say change main heading text Christmas chain story color to white, and there we have it. The color is changed to white and is pretty much visible. Next up, we'll give it the exact app name we intend to use from the start, which is Chain Story, AI powered collaborative fiction story generator. So I'll go ahead to provide the prompt. Change main heading text Christmas chain story to chain story, AI powered collaborative fiction story generator, and I'll submit. And there we have it, our text have been updated. Next up, we can check if we have a landing page before navigating to see the gameplay page right here, because it will be much preferable to have a landing page so that on the landing page you can see some showcase about this app and the various features or some various tips before you proceed to play out the game. So I'll navigate to see if we have a landing page. Normally when you click on an app's icon or the app name, it should take you to a landing page if it has one. So I'll click on the app icon right here, and I can notice it doesn't have a landing page yet, so I'll go ahead to provide a prompt for that. Okay, so here is my prompt. Provide a landing page with a hero section, header, caption, button, and image below. Also provide a features section with cards showcasing the features of this app. And from the landing page, players can proceed to view this current page, and I'll submit. Okay, so here is our landing page showing our title, caption with a button, start writing now. We have a hero section image and feature section showing how it works. Looking great. From here we can proceed to start writing, and let's see where it takes us. Okay, looks good. Okay, and the dashboard has been implemented, and we'll come back to it later after trying out the game. So back to the landing page, we can customize this, and I just noticed it has taken out the snowflakes animation from the screen, and we can tell it to implement it again. And here is my prompt: implement the snowflakes falling animation in the app across all pages. Okay, and just like that, we have our snowflakes falling on the screen again, and we have some glowing animation in the background here, bringing up some flashing lights using our fireplace orange color, and also applied in the background of our hero section image, which gives it some cozy look and vibe. Next up, we can proceed to customize the hero section image itself. It looks pretty big and not quite fitting in the screen. But before that, we can preview this app in a new browser page to really have a complete view of how it will look on our devices. Because currently, we are checking out the app using the window contained in the prototyping agent view. Now I'll click on open a new window. And here we have our app displaying in new window. Looks pretty good and organized, but we'll customize the hero section image. So back to our prototyping agent, I will provide my prompt. The hero section image should have a square orientation, and add a feature to click on the image and replace with an image from my device storage. Okay, let's check this out. Alright, looks better, and we have the feature to click on the image right here and choose another image from our device storage so that we can customize and use a better image right here that better represents our app theme. And back to our browser view, right here we can provide some padding so that everything doesn't start right from the extremes of our browser page. And back to our prototyping agent, I'll provide the next prompt. So in my prompt, I'm saying add horizontal padding to the app. So horizontal padding means you should add some space to the left and the right hand side of the view. Okay, and let's refresh our browser page and see what we get. Okay, not quite implemented, and we can say it in another term. In my prompt, I'm saying add some left and right margin to the app pages. And let's refresh our browser page and see what we get. So now we have some margin, at least some space to both the left side and the right side of the screen, including the title right here, but the nav bar hasn't changed yet. So I'll take a screenshot and provide to the prototyping agent so that he understands exactly where the change should be made. After taking screenshot of the view, I've attached, and here's my prompt. Add same margin space you already added to the hero section and feature section to the nav bar. And there we go. I can see right from here it has added some space, and we can refresh our browser and view the changes. And this looks much okay. Next up, our hero section image looks pretty tiny for what we would have loved it to be. So I'll provide a prompt for it to increase the size. And back to the prototyping agent, here is my prompt. Increase the size of the hero section image. Only the hero section image. It should not stretch out of the hero section container. Still keep the orientation as square. So I'm making sure to emphasize so that it should not as well make these changes and distort the heading and caption we already have for the hero section. And I'll submit. Okay, and let's check in the browser to confirm. Alright, I think this is exactly what we should be having. Next up, we'll visit Gemini and generate a tailored image that best suits the context of our app, and we'll come back to our app and replace the current placeholder image we are viewing. Visiting the Gemini platform, I first of all give Gemini some context about what I'm doing so that by the time I ask it to provide our hero section image, it should best generate something that will suit the context. So I first of all go ahead to say I'm currently building an app in Google Firebase Studio. Go through the features of the app and ask me what I need. Then I provide the exact features we provided when inputting our prompt in Firebase Studio. And now it understands and lists out the various features as we initiated. Then it goes on to say, where would you like to focus first? So it's now asking what I'll need, and it might be thinking we'll be needing it to start generating its own version of prototype, but no, we'll proceed to ask it to use a margin service to generate a befitting hero section image for our app. Here's my prompt for our hero section image. I say, use a margin and generate a catchy Christmas themed image for this app hero section. The image should invoke curiosity. And now I'll proceed to submit, and let's see what we get. Okay, looks pretty nice. First off, since we already have our hero section title, we can leave the title here change story, but remove the caption below. So here's my next prompt. Generate another hero section Christmas themed image. Make it energetic, creative and cinematic. And let's see what we get. Okay, and I think this better expresses the kind of vibe we need. So it shows, instead of just showing a table containing maybe a storybook and some Christmas themed environment, now it shows not just the storybook but a family on a table in a Christmas theme, with each member of the family having their blank page in front of them, crafting their own part of the story. which exactly ties with the features of our app. And also it takes consideration putting 5 family members on the table. And our app also have an option to choose between 1 to 5 players per game session. So we can see how far it goes in taking into consideration the context we provide to it. And this time around, we can remove the chain story and the caption it has provided. So this ties with the concept garbage in, garbage out, meaning if you don't provide a proper prompt to your prototyping agent or to your generative model, it won't be able to provide you with an output befitting of what you intend to get. So you must make sure you go well enough to provide exact keywords the generative model will need to be guided through to provide just the solid kind of output you will need. So prompting or prompt engineering goes a long way when using generative models. And now I'll proceed to provide my prompts. I'll say, great, remove the title text and caption text. How I can use this. And just like that, we have the caption text and heading text removed. This is quite befitting for our app. Now I'll download and head back to our prototyping agent. We can go straight to open in a new window. Then, since we already provided the feature to click on this image and replace with an image from our storage, I'll just click on the image and choose the image I downloaded from Gemini. And just like that, we have an amazing facelift to our app. So we can see how soothing it is, taking into consideration the colors, the theme and concept of our app and everything. And now our app looks even much more presentable. Next, we can proceed to checking out the features of this app. We can click on new story or start writing now. For now, I'll go with the option start writing now. And it takes us back to the option to choose the number of players we intend to have for this game. So it shows start a new story. How many storytellers will there be? So we can choose between 1, 2, 3 players, 4 players, 5, and let the tale begin. So by default, it comes with 2 players. I'll just click on let the tale begin. So it shows creating story. After trying to process that, it comes up with an error showing an unexpected response was received from the server. To proceed, I'll provide another high-level prompt to implement our let the tale begin feature. Also, we'll let it implement the dashboard so that as we play the game or curate new story, it should be tracking on the dashboard in real time. I'll say implement the gameplay feature. Also add a new view dashboard button below the let the tale begin button. Also implement the dashboard feature tracking from gameplay, and I'll submit. Now I'll open a new window on the landing page. Then we navigate to start writing now. And here we go. We have the let the tale begin and we have the view dashboard button. I'll select 3 players and quickly play a new game and see how that works. So catch you then when I try this out. And there we go. I've been able to play as 3 players, creating 20 sentences, and I have a story that is complete. And here's the story title, The Dragon of Whispering Peaks. And we have the story here. Once upon a time in the misty highlands where clouds clung to jagged peaks like spectral cloaks. And we go further. We have the feature to listen to the story working just fine, and we can share story as well, like share to your friends and loved ones and they can check it out and play the game or build their own story from scratch. And we have an AI summary feature here. Taking into consideration the story here, it provides a brief AI summary. Next up, it provides interesting facts about the story we have here. So it says the dragon Zephyrus collects echoes and songs, and it mentions it here, Zephyrus. And it goes further to mention the cave was hidden behind a waterfall. The story emphasizes listening over speaking. The dragon's voice sounding like rattling leaves, and we have all that within our story right here. And this is where it mentions his voice sound of rattling leaves. So we have everything quite in line, and we can navigate to view the dashboard. And I'll play a couple of times so that it generates enough data to curate on the dashboard. So catch you then when I take out some time, play with family and friends, and we can see what the dashboard generates. Okay, so after playing for a while and back to the landing page again, I will go forward to check on what the dashboard provides. I hope it does something great. Okay, here we have our dashboard, global story dashboard. A look at all the wonderful tales woven by our community. Okay, so it shows total stories 125 plus 10 since last week. Okay, since when the Chain Story AI-powered collaborative fiction story generator was created or was developed. Okay, let me know what you think in the comment section. And let's proceed to check out what we have in the dashboard right here. Words written 42.8k words plus 2 since last week. Okay, active players, all right, plus 5 in the last hour. We have 78 active players currently playing in real time. Okay, it shows the festive season is really on fire. It's on a whole nother level with fun faring activities like what we have in our story generator app right here. Next up, we can check on story summary. Across the tales, a recurring theme of unlikely heroes rising to unforeseen challenges emerges. Okay, recently finished stories. The latest sagas completed by the community shows The Dragon of Whispering Perks. Okay, this is my story right here. And we have community activities showing through the days and finished stories. We have interesting facts on the dashboard as well. A sentient teapot was a main character in one story. The most common starting word was suddenly. On this page, we can as well proceed to view dashboard straight from the Start New Story window. And here is our dashboard we just checked out. Next, I'll preview this app on my mobile device and let's see how it works. So back to our prototyping agent, I will click to make preview public. And now it shows preview currently visible to anyone with the link below, and you can check out as well and have a great time creating fun faring Christmas stories in this app. So I'm scanning the code and I'll preview in my mobile browser, and right off the bat I can see how animated and how awesome the display looks. From the top, we have our app name, Chain Story. We have the option to start new story. We have dashboard. We have snowflakes falling animation, making everything quite Christmas themed like. And we have our hero section here showing the image we generated using Gemini AI. We have how it works, showing the features with the animated bright lights coming on and off, looking quite awesome. And we have the various cards showing collaborative writing, AI powered share your tale, and we can go straight to viewing option to create new story. And right here we can choose between 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 players, and we can also click on let the tale begin. And here is the story, pretty organized, and I have the option to listen to the audio story or share your tale. We have the AI summary right here. We have the AI interesting facts, and we can move to the dashboard. And here we have the dashboard nicely placed and responsive, displaying quite nicely on the mobile device, and everything looks quite on point. So let me know what you think in the comment section. And at this point, our Chain Story AI powered collaborative fiction story generator is done and dusted. And there you have it, a powerful functional AI app built with zero manual coding effort. If you want to master these advanced workflows, check out my complete vibe coding with Google Firebase playlist linked in the description, or keep the holiday spirit alive and explore my Christmas themed apps for more festive builds. Hit subscribe, drop a like, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers!